Okie dokie. I am the live. Yay. No. Come back. Hello there, Dylan. How's it going? Sorry I'm not taking any requests, but, I mean, if you want to pay $5, I would. I felt like drawing, and I put a poll on Discord saying what should I stream. I highly doubt anybody's really gonna show up, but I'm here. And I'm gonna be doing a draw. And my cat is snuggled up next to me. She was trying to sleep on my laptop, but that's a no-go. Mm. So if you hear purring, that's her. She's content baby. She's doing a combination of laying on my table and leaning up against me, which is adorable. I'm gonna show you more because it's 11. Gotta sleep. See ya. Well, you have a good sleep. Thanks for popping in, even if it was for a little while. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I want to draw. I want to draw some OCs, but I need to figure out who I want to draw. Let's see. What do you think, Deja? Who should I draw? It's like I'm not tired. I mean, I am tired, but I'm not sleepy tired. I'm just kind of exhausted. I just kind of want to draw. I guess I'll do this baby right here. I need to zoom in on my reference. I hope everybody is doing well today. I had an exhausting day, and the reason why I'm streaming so late is because I decided to treat myself to food after work. Because today was kind of a frustrating day. Not only was it deep clean, but my partner, like, he's a lot of talk. He don't do much, and I kind of have to put up with it. I'm hoping and praying that I won't have to put up with this much longer, because I do have a job interview next week. But it's not set in stone. That's the only sad thing, because I want to be out of this job so bad. And the perks is that if I get this job, I'll be paid so much better. Like, I could pay off my house well. But, you know, that means there's a good possibility I won't get it. But hey, I made it to the interview stage, which is promising. And it's great because at least I got an interview. Because I've been putting interviews in everywhere for like the past 3 years, and nobody has ever called back. But it's the same plant that well, not the same plant, but the same company that my husband does security for. So that makes it good. He put out a recommendation for me. He's like, "Yo, hire this chick because you guys want reliable, she reliable, that sort of thing." Why did I choose to draw a quadruped? TF does not do the bipedal people very well. That looks so ugly. Like the head looks alright. But whatever I'm doing to the body is the awful. Deja has one paw on my soda. She want my soda. But like at the same time she don't. She's like, "I'm really comfy. I don't want to move from mama." I got home from work and I guess my husband locked her up in the master bedroom. And I'm used to coming home and she's like running up to me like, "Hi, mom." But this time I opened the door and I was like, "Oh, I wonder where she is." And then I hear her go, "Meow, meow." Yeah, that's what you sound like. She just looked up at me and booped her nose to mine. So I opened the door and she came running out and rubbing on my legs, and I was like, "Oh, my baby. She's so sweet. I love her." You done reaching for the soda? I've been watching a lot of videos on sculpting, and I kind of want to do sculpting now. I'm like, "Ooh, I want to do that. That looks like fun. And I have Sculpey. I can sculpt." And then I realized that there's a lot of things that I don't know how to do. And I am not the talented in that way. But I was like watching a bunch of people do a bunch of sculptures, and I'm like, these look really cool. Plus, they can literally do whatever they want in sculpture for themselves. I want to do that. Like, I want to like sculpt my OCs and shit. Cause having figurines of your own OCs is really cool. I used to take I used to take those animals that you would find at like craft stores that are for some reason ridiculously expensive. like $5 for a small figure, and I used to repaint them to look like my OCs. To me, it was worth the money because I cannot sculpt to save my life. But I should actually start practicing at the very least. I mean, I have the material to do so. I should at least try, right? Okay. No, don't do that. Let's see. This looks really stiff. You probably just heard my kitten rub up against my microphone. She's really cute. I love my Daisha. The thing is, she's probably thinking I'm talking to her while I'm talking. She's very used to me talking to her. Just very casually, right? You're used to me talking to you. She's a good listener. Oh, this character has hair in the back. The original picture doesn't have brows, but I want to give him brows. For some reason, this character looks way too serious. Oh well. This character needs more art, so I am giving them art. I don't know what to say. It's been frustrating lately. Because I haven't been able to think of like a lot of stuff. Like usually I can keep my mind occupied with different scenarios and story topics. Lately, not really. Oh, dang. I just looked back at chat. I've been just kind of been like mumbling to myself. Hey Opal, hey Slasher, how's it going? uh, why, why this time? I gotta go to bed at 11. Sad noises, cries. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. Uh, I felt like drawing, and treated myself to food after work because I had a hard day. I fed myself the McDonald's, and it was delicious. I still have a soda that Deja was trying to steal from me, but she can't have it because she's a kitty. But I'm sorry I'm streaming so late. I probably sound like really tired and stuff. Ugh. And Deja is keeping me company. She's sitting on the table in front of me. No, you can't have soda. It is not for kitties. I don't know how to, but ah, shit! What did I do? Oh, kitten, I did a thing. Hold on, you're okay. Yep. I spilled some shit on the floor. But that's okay. I have paper towels. Kitten, why did you jump right in it? That wasn't smart. You saw it was wet. Deja just jumped straight into the wet. But that's okay. I have vinyl floors. Or linoleum. So it's not like it's all that big of a deal. Just kind of pick up a towel and wipe. Deja's probably like, what the hell are you doing? She's watching me like, what? But she's also watching me with the kind of posture that she's like, I'm in trouble. But she's not in trouble. She didn't do it. I did it. The dumb human did it. It okay, Deja. I did the dumb. Well, I did the dumb, baby. It's okay. When Mama does the dumb, you can laugh at her. Okay. And I didn't even have to get up from my chair. It's great. There's my pen. Okay, there it goes. I had a McDonald's during an extreme tornado like a month ago. Speaking of tired, TF taunt. Rip. It's okay. Laptop folds and touchscreen. So I is drawing. Awesome. So you got one of those tablet laptops. Like, not tablet like screen tablet, but tablet like drawing tablet laptops. Where it folds onto itself and you can draw on it. I remember when you didn't have to differentiate drawing tablet and screen tablets. Especially when you try to talk to employees at like Best Buy or something. That's something that Kay had to go through. Why did I make this character holding its weapon? Oh man. There are things I can get away with in a sketch that I can't get away with in the final product. Oh god. Oh god, that's a lumpy thumb. Is redrawing old arts cool? YouTube recommendations. Chicken wearing shoes. That sounds like it would be in my recommendations. YouTube would be like, you're a weird ass mofo. Why don't you watch a chicken? Ah, no. Eh, there we go. That was another drawing I was working on, but I need to work on it later. Because I need to get into the groove. I mean, it was it's no, not that. Yeah, that. It's Tsukasa saying pest, and that's supposed to be Kirito from Sword Art, and the Guardian kind of killing it. Yeah. Because I am a petty fish. I don't know why I called myself a fish, but I called myself a fish. Excuse me. I'm not lying, it's real. Dude, I didn't doubt that it was real. I just said that it sounds like something that YouTube would recommend for me, cause I'm weird. Also, do you guys like my new my new hold on. My new GIF? It was a commission that I paid for a long time ago. I forgot about it and they finally did it. Yay. See. I just looked over at your little drawing, Opal. It's adorable, and I love it. But I am laughing too, mostly because of the face. But I is like, yes. But I forgot I paid for that commission. Like, I mean, it was like, it's more like your character here, and that those are popular on on DeviantArt, but I paid for it probably about a year ago, and I had forgotten that I did the thing. But I think, to be fair, I think the person in charge of drawing or animating it was having computer issues, and I think that's why I let it go for so long. Because I used to not be so forgiving about that. Not about computer issues, but like not getting what I paid for. But I think this person had computer issues, and I think that's what made me go like, oh, okay, I can wait. But since this was not somebody that I was actively following, I didn't know that they put out a refund bulletin. And so I was like, when I saw it in my notifications, I was like, hey, look, they did the thing because I was tagged in it. I was like, I forgot I paid for this. And then they put the the thing, they put the TF cannot think right now. They put the link to the journal. I couldn't think of the word. They put a link to the journal where they're like, yeah, here's your option for a refund if you want one because it took forever. I mean, I didn't really have the option because I kind of got it, but I mean, I wouldn't ask for a refund after I've gotten something. But I like it. It makes me happy. So it's gonna hang out here on my artboard, I guess. Should have like a small collection of TF gifts on my little board here. I wonder if you know what JoJo Bizarre Adventure is. I know what it is, but I've never watched it. It's in my list on Netflix now. Cause I think they recently put it on there. I don't know if it's always been on there and I just never looked, but it recently crossed my path and I was like, "Oh, this was a thing. I need to watch this." And like I've seen it posted like everywhere, but I didn't get any of the jokes cuz of course I've not watched it. But it's in my list. I have plans to watch it. Like I also have plans to watch One Punch Man, but I saw those in Japanese only, and I know that the English subtitles is usually better than the English dub, but I have to have the patience to sit there and read, and TF does not do the reading thing well. So it's not a bad thing, but it's like a grind on my attention span, if you know what I mean. I have to have the patience to watch and read at the same time. which is a little difficult for me. I don't mind subtitles in general, but oh my god, why am I doing fingers? I know I did fingers on that hand, but it's like I should be more puffy and paw-like. There we go. That's better. Hello there, PK. How's it going? Thank you. I love it. I saw the thing on Discord. I like. Wee. I suddenly have excuse me. I suddenly have Greater Dog's theme stuck in my head from Undertale. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain was like, this is a thing that you should get stuck in your head right now. It's just a bunch of burp, 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 burp. I'm like, but brain, why? And brain's like, just because. You weirdo. My doodle page is just Chibi Spike crew members. Oh. Yeah. We be the Chibs. The Spike crew needs to do a thing together. Like near future. It's been a long time since we've done something together. Like not in person. We've done things in person, but we haven't put out any content in a long time. Like fanfic corner. We need Sammy for the fanfic corner. But Sammy is busy a lot. I mean, I understand school and his education is important, but we need our Sammy. 'Cause you can't do fanfic corner without Sammy. Because it is a tradition started by Kay and Sammy. And, like, fanfic corner can happen without me. But it cannot happen without Sammy. And we need Sammy. It's been so long. But we all have lives and stuff off of YouTube and off Discord and shit. Just started watching the Hack Legends of the Twilight. It made me uncomfortable. There's some no moments between the two main characters. PK, let me tell you something. There's a reason why they don't consider that to be .hack canon. Hello there, Mike. How's it going? The creators do not consider that series to be canon. And that's the obvious reason for it. It is definitely kind of gross. The manga is actually not that bad, but the anime the anime is pretty bad. It has the gross factor, but the manga, it does have a little bit of gross factor, but it's not as bad as the anime. But I think that's because the manga takes a completely different story path, like after the Cherry Blossom Festival. But it does have a different story path in general. Like it starts out a little different and it goes in a different direction because in the anime, Shugo and Reina are separated. And in the manga, they live together. So because like in the beginning of the manga, Reina's like going into Shugo's room going, "Hey, hey, hey. We won a contest." And she goes like, "I didn't enter a contest." And she's like, "Yes, you did, bitch. I entered you." But yeah, there is a definite reason why the creators do not consider that story to be canon. Because it is gross. Okay, oof, I have memes. What does it take to be in the Spike crew? We have to know you in real life. Like, we all know each other in real life. We've all hung out at one point. Um, Meh is my childhood friend, and we will probably be friends for the end of time. And, like, I met Meh when I was in first grade, and she was in kindergarten. Yeah. Uh, I met Kay in high school. I met Sammy also while I was in high school, but not in high school. It was outside of school, but I met her outside of school cuz Sammy is Kay's sib. You know, sister from another mister sort of deal. They close. They're very, very close. And plus, Brad is Sammy's brother, and I've hung out with him, and I've like in a group setting I've hung out. Um, and Sith Llama is Jenny's husband, and when we're like, "Hey, do you want to be part of the Spike crew?" He's like, "Okay, we do this now." So, and we also I met Jenny after I graduated high school, but she was still in school with Kay, and they became friends, and so by default we have become friends, and it's an intertwining web of friendship. And of course, Meh has visited and has met all the members of the Spike crew. Excuse me, I burp. Hiccups. And Meh came to the last Christmas in July meetup. Like, was complete surprise to me. And Kay knew about it. and Kay told Jenny about it, and they were kind of giggling about it behind my back. Cause it was like, don't tell, don't tell Britt, don't tell her. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Stuff. And then, and then Meh showed up, and I was like, and we had fun. The crazy woman had driven 12 hours from Connecticut to come and see us. And I was like, dude, did you stop to rest any? And she's like, nah, I just came straight here. Crazy woman. I love her very much. Uh, uh, at Melissa Sushi and I have Spite. It says Sprite Junior is the Spite crew, but Junior, Jenny and Sith Llama. I don't know. Oh, he seems like he's always online. Like you won't go offline. I also forgot which dot hack liminality right after finish planning mutation and watching both the hex sign and gift. But yeah, anyone who wants to be part of Sprite Juniors free because we're lacking, man. We only have Sushi at Melissa and I. I repeat myself, sorry. It's okay. I was reading the whole thing because I was drawing and I was not reading. I was just kind of babbling on the origin stories of the Sprite of the Spite crew. This is a character that I had adopted because trying to get this. There we go. Clean that up. Sorry, blah blah blah. Adopt. I've never had an adopt, so she gave me points for DA, but is afraid to use. I need to talk to Sushi again to thank. Oh, yeah. I actually this particular one I didn't adopt on DA, although I've done a lot of adopting on DA. This one I've actually adopted on Toy House because there was a forum game that was essentially Wonder Trade, and so like you throw a design into the wind, and then some like the person who posted below you sends you a design, and it keeps going on that way. The There's a small set of rules that's like don't send not safe for work or gore characters if the person above you does not want that. And make sure that the person didn't already have this character, which is you look into the ownership log, and if you appear in the ownership log, you're not supposed to get it back. And uh, another rule is that you have to give somebody something like within 3 days, or else you get banned from the forum. I currently have somebody that owes me one because they they tried giving me a character that I've already owned. And I was like, nope, you can't do that. That's against the rules. So they're on day 2. I'm gonna give them a reminder on day 3, and I'll give them another 24 hours. And if they don't respond, I have to um, report them to the forum mods. And the only way you can get unbanned is if you actually give the person that you owe a design. And it doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's just you have to give something. Like the head looks way too small on this, but I guess I'm keeping it like this because I think I need to do a little bit of not redesigning but reworking of this character. So I'm just gonna okay. If I ever become a furry, I would blame Final Fantasy VI and Secret of Mana. Uh, I'm trying to think of like technically I guess I would be classified as a furry, but I'm trying to think of what started me. I guess I have to blame like technically the Lion King. Like I'm not into the weird stuff that is associated with most furries. I am associated with the fun part, like the costumes, the personas, just the good-natured, fun-loving portions of the fandom, not the weird, not safe for work stuff. That's not my cup of tea. We're gonna crop this. But when I say I blame the Lion King, it's because I was a part of a community, the TLK FAA, which was the Lion King fan art archive, and that's essentially where TF got a little bit more developed, because TF was originally a lioness, and somehow she became a cat. Hello there, Kay. How you doing? We're talking about furry. But I need to rework this guy. The head is so small. I don't know if it's just me or if it's an actual issue, but I'll come back to this character at some point. Still needs a name. Just going to save this real quick. I'm drawing Baldy. I see you in an interesting time to come in at. Yep, an interesting time indeed. But that's the origin story of TF, is that TF was a lioness and then became a cat eventually. And I think I only made TF a cat for like one little personal comic I wrote. And it's like, oh no, I'm just a cat temporarily. And then she never changed. Eh. But I used to belong to a Lion King fan art community. Not that I was very good at drawing Lion King fan art at the time, but the community was like really, really awesome. They were not judgmental at all. And when the rare person would like be a bully or start flaming artwork, the entire community like fought back and was like, "Yo, no, that's not what we're about." And that's what I loved about that community cuz the jerks were few and far between. Like I've done a collab with one of the really good artists, and I was responsible for drawing Timon, and he looked so awful. And it was right next to this really good looking Simba, and I was like, oh jeez. I was like, I am terrible at this. And they're like, no, you're doing great. Like, how am I doing great? But at least they were supportive. I'm trying to draw Lioness TF because it has been a really long time since I've drawn her. I mean, just imagine regular TF, but less derpy, and a lion. That's it. Baldy looks like Sonic. Okay. I got you. Sounds like it was a great community. It was. I don't know exactly why I left. I think because like activity was slowing down and some of my favorite artists were leaving. And it's not like they were leaving because of the community or anything. It was just they left. It was they were on to bigger and better things. I know one of the people I followed went on to work at the Disney parks, and she was like, "It may not be much, but I really wanted to work here for a long time." And it's like, "Oh, that is really cool." And I recently found her again on DA, and I was like, "Whoa, you've actually done a lot of stuff since I saw you last." And she's like, "Oh, hi." It's nice to see you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you recognize me. Shit. It's weird. But again, it was like a tight knit community. A lot of artists knew each other. Every so often, you'll see somebody in the YouTube chat called a BB. And I don't know who they were on the TLK FAA, but apparently they were one of my followers. And I was like, this is so cool. They found me when I posted one of my speed paints of one of my old Lion OCs. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's you. I had one other person that that followed me that they're like, you inspired me to draw, and I'm like, my stuff is shit. How did I inspire you to draw? I mean, I'm flattered, but have you guys seen my old work? It's terrible. I don't know how anybody could draw inspiration from it. I know that people used to be really generously nice, calling my art style similar to Kimba the White Lion, and I'm like, oh yeah, my art style kind of does look like that. And then like years later, I'm looking at my old shit going, no, Kimba is like a masterpiece in comparison to my shit. These people were just being very polite. Sonic Baldi, the crossover we never knew we needed. I suck at drawing because I never had an experience of drawing. I wanted to draw Chrono, not the lead guitarist from the black metal band Venom. I wouldn't have known that. From Chrono Trigger. And I kept messing up the hair. I mean, I would have automatically thought Chrono from Chrono Trigger. I've never played the game, but my brother has, and like I have a vague knowledge of it. I wouldn't have associated. I don't know many metal bands. Like the only thing remotely metal I really listen to is Avenged Sevenfold. But that's mostly because it was stuff my brother used to listen to. And if it was played in our house, I typically like to listen to it. And my brother used to have a 8 CD changing stereo, and I know that for a fact because mom and I helped pick it out because it was a birthday present or something. Hey kitten. Deja has come to say hi. Come here, Deja. Oh, there you go. You're in my arms now. That's my microphone. That's my microphone. Deja says hi. They're trying to pry my headset off my head, baby. Deja will now be providing commentary. Yes. Baldi is on Discord now. I like it. I think it looks better than the actual 3D model. I would rather that thing. Yes. Yes, Deja is purring. She is purring up a storm. I think you missed the little story that I got home from work and I'm used to seeing her like run up to me and purr and stuff when I get home from work, but today I didn't see her and I was like, I wonder where she is. And apparently she was locked up in the master bedroom and she was like, meow, meow, like crying at the door. I'm like, oh. I mean, I normally lock her in the room when I go to bed, but she's not crying at the door to leave. She sleeps on my pillow. She's a mama's girl. She is definitely a mama's girl. What's up, baby? You playing with the tinfoil, huh? You playing with the tinfoil? You gotta go to bed? Well, you have a wonderful night, Opal. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. It is late. If you need to go use the sleep, please use the sleep. Hey. Aww. Deja just switched shoulders. I love her so much. She's so cute. They can't hear you like that, baby. Aww, I'm getting kisses. Thank you. Deja just steals the show. TF tries to draw. Deja shows up and be like, this is about me now. My spoiled bean. She sleeps on my pillow. She has learned to share my pillow though. And now it's become such a normal thing that I have a hard time sleeping when she's not on my pillow. She's grooming my hand. Whee! It's strange to think of a time where TF was not derpy. Like I actually have a hard time drawing Alora without having some sort of derp expression. It's like I designed her to look so badass and I love her very much, but then it's like I go to draw her and like part of my brain's like she's supposed to be your alternate Sona. Let's give her a derp face. And part of me panics and goes, "No. No, she's supposed to be a badass. No." And I mean, the hair on TF's old design was also pretty short because I think at the time I had a pretty short haircut. I know TF has gone through a couple of hairstyles, but usually always bounces back. I always find it like interesting when I look at like other people's personas and seeing the changes, the ebbs and the flows of the design and the color changes and the marking changes and the species changes and and then I look at TF and it's like, well, she only had like one other version. She may have gone through a couple of hairstyles, but she's been the same for years. Jeez, I can't get this back right. Because I think TF in itself is like, well, in herself, anyways, is like 13 years old. She was created in 2006. At least I think it was 2006. Let me make sure of that. Embrace the derp TF. My computer recently added a digital canvas to draw on, so that's cool, I guess. Well, TF is an instant classic. Yes. But I can actually double check. Um, because I have the original picture here somewhere. Yep, 2006. So she's 13. And she was not a lioness long. It was like maybe a month, maybe a week. I don't know exactly. I only ever drew her as a lion once. And the rest of the time, been cat. Oh, you kind of need your tail. Yay, tail. Should I add the old collar or should I leave that off? I mean, the collar I designed for TF was on the original lioness picture. Should I keep that? Should I put that on this thing? Let me see. Okie doke. I shall add the collar. Time for a new layer. There we go. There we go. There we go. Kitten, your butt pressed undo. There you go. Now you're repositioned. Yeah. You're gonna fall off the table that way. Don't do. There you go. That better. That better. Kitty, you heard Kitty, or did you hear her purr? Yeah. She wants the little fuzzy part on my microphone. Let's see. There we go. She had a lot less tan back in the day. Kitten, why are you shoving your foot under my chin? Let's see. I actually had to pull up a reference of TF that had the eye color intact. Excuse me. I did the burp. What? You have very cute beans. Such cute beans. She like scissor kicked my face. There we go. She done. Such old character design. Kitty getting loud. The Twilight Princess is taunting me to play it because it's the only Zelda game I haven't beaten yet, just like Skyward Sword. I mean, to be fair, I haven't beaten any of the Zelda games at all. I'm very bad at games. And if we want to get technical, I've never actually beaten a Pokemon game. Because my brother beat my yellow version because he kind of took it and started playing. I didn't ask him to beat it for me. It was just like, here you go, I beat it. Oh, thanks. I keep saying every time I pick up a new Pokemon game, I'm like, I'm gonna beat it this time, and then I don't. I'm a bad Pokemon master. I am not the very best that no one ever was. Oh man, if I was any good at that, you know the old timey cartoons with the pie cut eyes. You know the ones like Steamboat Willie. I feel like old TF needs to be drawn in that style. 'Cause she old. So old. Back in my day, I was drawn in micron pen and colored pencils. Wait, was it micron pen or was it Sharpie? Tempted to get a 3DS emulator and stream some games that way? Do it, man. Do it. Toon TF got you covered. Give me like 5 minutes. Yay! You have been granted the 5 minutes. Hold on. Trying to look at the old picture. I'm trying to decide whether or not that was a Micron pen or Sharpie. I think it was Micron pen. Hmm. But it also could have been Sharpie. It was probably Sharpie. Probably just a fine tip Sharpie. Because I remember my brother got me a Sharpie and said that it would be better to ink my drawings with Sharpie than an actual pen. This was before Micron. Well, I'm sure Micron's been around for a while, but it was before I've ever owned one. Lioness TF or Cat TF? Oh, I was talking about Lioness TF because Lioness TF is old. But if you wanted to do both, I wouldn't complain. Kinda doing a doodle right now while listening to the stream and looking at your drawing. Trying to draw this guy in a black hoodie. Yeah? My kitten's toe beans are in my face, and I love it because she has very cute beans. Little toe beans. I'm gonna eat them. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. She has this look of mild panic, like I was actually eating her toes. I mean, now she looks chill, but she was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, okay, you weren't really eating my beans." There we go. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. She's very content, just laying in my arms, cause she cute cat, and I love her. All right, let's see, who should I draw next? Hmm. I guess I should draw Alora. I need to actually practice drawing her. I'm kind of regretting giving her a bunny nose. I'm thinking about completing the nose instead of making it be like this. Actually have it be a nose of some sort. Like, the way I drew her the first time was like really cool and I really loved it, and I can't seem to love any other picture I draw of her. It's hard. It's like, why? Why can't I love you? It's like I love her design, but I have a hard time drawing her. I missed my old Super Nintendo. Thankfully, it's been replaced with the Super Nintendo Mini, but it is not the same. I miss Super Mario All Star, The Lion King, Mega Man X3, and Mortal Kombat. I screwed up his arms, and it looks like he has a cool robot arm. So now he has that. Neat. Yeah, I have The Lion King on Steam, which was it's the same as the Super Nintendo one, but the controls are shit. I mean, the controls were never great on the Super Nintendo one, but they were more responsive than the one on Steam. And my brother made a foolish mistake when he was in high school. He and a friend decided to trade uh, Super Nintendo games. Like it wasn't trading forever. It was supposed to be let's play each other's games and then return them. He gave one of his friends Super Mario All Stars, and his friend gave him back Super Mario RPG. Which, my brother loves Super Mario RPG, but he returned Super Mario RPG and he never got his Super Mario All Stars back. And to my knowledge, I mean, I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, I think it's a rare game now. I remember being on the lookout for it, and I can't remember if I got it for him. I think I did. Because I remember seeing it somewhere at a flea market and being like, yo, my brother used to have that. And I think it was like expensive. And I bought it back for him, I think. But I can't remember. We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents, Bob Ross. Indeed. Whee! Whee! I'm still not satisfied with how Laura's coming out, but what can you do? But it's like it's a good thing I made her a shapeshifter because then I can draw her however I want. But I really like this badass base form and it why is it so hard to draw? Ooh, a saber tooth thingy. Yes. Hiya, BB. How you doing? Wonder what his name will be. Are you talking about your hooded dude? Sadly, retro games are now expensive. The best way to experience games is by digital releases or emulation. How you doing, Habibi? Wee. Where is da 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 da? This is Alora, and this is essentially my alternate Sona, and she is a bitch to draw, and I mean, I love her. I love her design so much, but she is such a bitch to draw. It's like I regret everything, and yet I regret nothing at the same time. I'm fine. Grandma came back from an overseas surgery. Oh, did it go well? I mean, I assume it did, but I hope it went well. Eh, still getting over this cold, man. Still getting over this cold. Uh, and I'm definitely putting Alora in the new D&D campaign. Essentially, like, it may be a spoiler, but I guess I don't care at this point. Uh, but if the party manages to find her, because she is a shapeshifter and will take on many forms, they can accept a challenge and maybe gain some EXP or like other perks. She's basically like the let's play tag type character that some games put in, where if you find her, you can accept a challenge and then get some cool shit. But since she's a shapeshifter, you guys were gonna have to like consciously make, or the players have to make perception checks on almost anybody or anything they encounter to detect. She clamped. She didn't even notice the surgery till she woke up. Oh, she claimed. Okay. She claimed she didn't even notice the surgery until she woke up. Well, it's 11:54. I have school tomorrow. Boing, zoom. Pew, pew, bye. Well, have a great night, PK. I hope tomorrow goes well. And I'm glad your grandmother's surgery went well. It's always good to hear. I mean, I didn't notice my wisdom tooth surgery until I woke up. They're like, "All right, count back from 10." And like the nurses beside me were talking about something, and for some reason I thought everything was hilarious. I may have not have known what was going on, but it was hilarious for some reason. Next thing I knew, somebody was like prodding me awake, going, "Come on, time to go home. Gotta wake up now." And I'm like, "What? Your surgery's over." "Oh, shit. Already?" I did not expect to like go down and out so easily. But I did. But that was like my 18th birthday present, was having anesthesia while having my wisdoms removed. I regret nothing. I did not want to be awake for that process. I don't care how much I wouldn't have felt it. I didn't want to be awake for that. It would skeeve me out and they would probably have to hold me down. And that's not a good thing. I hear my kitten in the background. I think she's playing with toys. Because she has left the room. But I hear her running around the living room. But she's probably just tiring herself out so she can come in here and sleep on her bed in my closet. In typical Deja fashion. Understandable. That's why she had to go overseas, because my country doesn't have the technology to knock her out. No? No anesthesia? You must have some brave people then. If people are regularly having surgeries without anesthetics. I don't know if that's a regular thing, but I've heard of it. I've heard of people undergoing surgeries without anesthetics, and I would have been scared shitless, regardless of the procedure. I think except for only one procedure I had done that was, I want to say I was like 6 or 7 or something, and I had my ears pierced, and the back of the earring got absorbed in my earlobe over time, and I got that surgically removed. I was not put under for that. I hardly even felt it. They numbed me up good. I just knew that they're getting it out of my ear, and that's all I remember. That was a fun conversation with my mom. Because I was like, hey, mom, my earring back is missing. And she was like, oh no, did you drop it somewhere? I'm like, no, I think it's in my ear. And she was like, hold up, what? She like felt my earlobe and everything, and it was in there. I don't know how that happened. My holes were not big enough to absorb that thing. That thing was like, you know those little crown type things that go on the back of studs? It was one of those. It wasn't like a little peg. That went up in my ear, somehow. Can't for the life of me tell you how that happened. Nope, more. Ah. So that was fun. But I didn't feel anything, and I wasn't scared or either. I was just like, oh, they're gonna get it out of my ear. But I was like a really brave kid. And I was like, oh, ho hum. I don't know how. As an adult, it makes no sense to me because you would think I would feel that slowly getting absorbed in my ear because I'm sure that would have been painful, no? But no, I didn't feel anything. It was just like, well, it's there now. I remember the doctor saying that it was highly unusual, but apparently it happens. But like, and it's not like this is something I wanted. My ears being pierced, my mom wanted it. Like, she had my ears pierced ever since I was an infant. Couldn't tell you why. I guess she thought it was like ultra cool or something, but I had always had pierced ears. I think my holes have closed up now because I'm not allowed to wear them at my job. And the last time I tried putting them in, it was like I was in pain trying to put them back in. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm getting these on. Because it was like part of the hole was still open, but like the other part of the hole was closed. But I also had like a crooked hole in one of my ears. I forget which one. And it sounds weird to have a crooked hole, but it's like, it's annoying to have a crooked hole. Because it wouldn't go straight in. You have to sit there and twirl it and do a whole bunch of little crap before it would go out the other end. What does my dad think? He doesn't really care if I have pierced ears. Uh, he really had never had any opinion on that. But I've always had pierced ears because my mom had me have pierced ears. I have my first set of hoops somewhere. They're really, really, really tiny. My mom's like, "Oh, these are your first earrings." I'm like, "Those are tiny. How old was I?" She's like, "Oh, you were an infant." Jeez, mom, thanks. But it was the 90s and it like wasn't a big deal, I guess. And I learned that I had and my ears couldn't handle other metals other than gold for the longest time. That changed as I grew up, but for the longest time my ears were like, "Nope, that's not real gold. Time to itch." And I've never had a nickel allergy, so that wasn't it. Like I could wear other types of jewelry, just not in my ears. I mean, now I can. That has kind of faded as I grew up. Alright. I can relate to the crooked hole. It's a pain and a hassle. Yep. Pretty much one of the reasons why I'm never wearing earrings anymore. Still, if BoJack Horseman was real, he would prefer your parents over his. Uh, I need to watch more of that show. I've seen a little bit, but I haven't really watched much. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted, but not like that. Uh, I'm gonna do it one wing at a time, I guess. Mm. Alright, I guess that works. And expand one. There we go. You just be like, woman, you better have that. You better have that gold. I won't wear nothing else. You know, I only look good in gold. Have you seen Little Dicky's music video, Earth? Nope. Don't even know who Little Dicky is. I am not in the loop. Alright, let's see. I need to. There we go. Oh, whoops. No, I need a full pen. Oh, wait. I see a feather that. There we go. And drop down thickness. There we go. Okay, sparkle brush. And sparkles. Sparkles. There we go. There we go. Now we get sparkles. It's animated in CGI. It's beautiful and hilarious, and has a lot of animals voiced by famous singers. Basically, it's the most recent We Are the World. I'm gonna have to check it out then. Let's see. Oops, I forgot to color this. Hold on. There we go. Fluffy weird curler. Whoops. There we go. And now sparklies need to happen all over this. Sparkles. 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 So many sparkles. There we go. There she is. My very pretty lady, who is a pain in the ass to draw. Leonardo DiCaprio is in it. Automatically makes it gold. Ah, no. Come back. There we go. Time to add the bold outline that I do for all my things. I don't know why I do this. I think I just like how it looks. Doot, doot. Contract. 6 pixels. And delete. Boop. She's so pretty. Love her so much. There. You are now cropped. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. There we go. Well, I think I will quit with my drawing. Your drawing is amazing. Thank you. But why are you quitting with your drawing? Is it done? Don't give up. My guy ain't finished, but soon will be. Good. Please finish the dude. If not now, then later. But do the finish. Please do the finish at some point. TF will be proud. Do the finish. If not now, sometime in the near future. Done do TF a proud. Gonna upload Laura. There we go. There we go. I want to not give up on something for once. Good. Do TF the proud. Alright, let's see. I gave Alora some love. Gave that Anthro Fox thing a love. I gave Retro TF some love. I'm gonna try drawing Stella again. She is another adopted character that I can't have a hard time seeing her outside of a chibi form, but I want to try drawing her as an actual cat. Oh my god, I tried to give her such big ears. Trying to translate this little tiny chibi into a kitty. There we go. So gonna try super hard with it, and we'll work on my YouTube channel hard. Do good. Do TF the proud. She wants to be proud. Hi, kitten. Hi, kitten. How you doing? How you doing? She's sitting down in front of me and like rubbing her face on my stylus. Okay, she's going up in her bed now. She probably tuckered herself out playing with her toys in the living room. I can't believe she's gonna be 1 year old. She's gonna be 1 year old in May. Alright, let's try. I'm sorry I got really quiet. Focusing on this little bean. The ritual has been completed. What ritual, may I ask? Oh, that ritual. Okay. Oh my god, it's so cute. She looks like a Bendy and the Ink Machine character. I'll show it later. I love it. Like for a moment there, I thought you were talking about Deja. That she got all tired and she went to her bed. I thought you're like, the ritual has been completed. She is now tired. She has summoned a demon in my living room. Which I kind of wouldn't put past her, but. Phone, what? Okay, my phone was slow on the uptake. That would have been better. Yeah. She is not yet old enough to use a Ouija board, dude. She has to be 8 years or older. You must be at least 8 years old to summon demons. There we go. We got this sweet little bean ready for coloring. Sweet little bean. Eee. Oh, there's the opening. I know it's such a very subtle color, but I really, really want to change it to something a little bit more noticeable. Maybe that'll satisfy me. Let's see. There we go. And why the fuck is that still considered a kid's toy? I don't know. I don't know, dude. Because there are some crazy psychopaths out there? I don't know. And once upon a time, it came with a coupon for cookie dough, apparently. So you can summon demons and then bake them cookies. Because if you're going to have eternal guests, they may as well be comfy and eating cookies. This little star I'm making looks like the "You Tried" star. Yes, summon demons and bake cookies with them. Well, the delay in the stream just made that great. I don't know what made what great. I'm curious. I know. I need to zoom in. As soon as I sent that, you said it. Oh, okay. Beautiful. There we go. Little bean. Tiny bean. So small. Alright, now she needs little eye shines. In the shape of like little hearts. Because she's so kawaii desu. Maybe I'll make a little star right there. I'm gonna make her pupil a little bit darker. Do this whole deal. See if I like it. Oh my god, the other eye looked like it was derping. There we go, that's better. It doesn't look like it's derping anymore. Maybe if I made this color a little bit more subtle. There we go. I like that better. Keeps with our whole pastel theme. And let's see. Let's take these. I'm gonna protect alpha on that. Let's see how much we like this. Alright, let's fill in some of these cracks. Whoops. Let's see. I feel like the eyes need to be outlined in a different color, but at the same time I feel like it doesn't. Let's see. I think the bean is done. Wait, I need to expand. I'm sorry I'm being so quiet. There we go. There we go. I should definitely put her into the RPG as well. Just because I can. Okie dokie. I'm gonna pull up TuneTF and then I'm gonna log off for the night. Let's see, where is... There we go. I love it. I love it so much. On an unrelated note, I think I found a good emulator. Good, dude. I can't wait to see what you do. In all her derpy glory, absolutely. But not derpy in the way you think. Derpy in the way that TF is derpy. Because TF is definitely derpy. I love it. I love it a lot. Thank you. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. I didn't expect anybody to really show up tonight, so that's a plus. So I will see y'all later. Have a good night. I want to get to streaming more and putting out more content. So let's keep trying to do the thing. Woo! Have a great night. Bye bye.